What if I told you that there is a secretive ancient order slowly hoarding technology as a way to enslave humanity, but that there is an equally secretive ancient order battling them at every turn, and this war has been going on since ancient times? A fact we only know because people can use their DNA as a historical record to relive these eras using some VR thingy. Oh, and also there's an apocalypse. Look, it gets a little confusing, but when you're 11 games deep into a franchise, that can happen. Anyway, this week we're looking at Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Started up a channel, reviewing all his games. Now he's going absolutely insane. Whoa, it's Sinny's pile of shame. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is an action-adventure game developed by Ubisoft Montreal and published by Ubisoft in 2010. It is the third of the Assassin's Creed games and picks up pretty much straight after the events of Assassin's Creed 2. As with most of the Assassin's Creed games, you are taking on the role of assassins, continuing their age-old battle against the Knight Templars. The assassins fighting for liberty and freedom, and the Templars fighting to gain control over all of humanity. It's a classic good versus evil story for the ages, which is one of the reasons the franchise has done so well. Set in 16th century Italy in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, you're taking on the role of Ezio Auditore da Firenze, a nobleman set on re-establishing the Assassin's Order and taking down his enemies wherever, however.
Is it time for a thirst trap? Yes, it is.
But this is where the story gets a little complicated, because you are also Desmond Miles in the 21st century, reliving the experiences of Ezio through a machine called the Animus, which was developed by Abstergo Industries, who happen to be the modern day front for, you guessed it, the Knights Templar. Both the assassins and Abstergo using this technology to find relics from an ancient alien race, one hoping to stop the apocalypse, the other hoping to take over the world. In saying that, you will spend the majority of your time as Ezio, parkouring around Rome, climbing towers, diving into hay bales, and using every trick and tool at your disposal to weed out the Templars.
Requiescat in pace.
I've played through this game once before, and I have to say it sits among my favourites of the Assassin's Creed franchise. Alongside Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed Black Flag, pretty much everything in this game feels right. Now, they don't really change up the formula much from the first two games. There is a reasonably straightforward storyline unfolding, but within that, there are large sections of open-world exploration. You have a chance to roam freely throughout the various districts of Rome, completing missions or tasks, unlocking areas, getting into combat, or using stealth to take down your enemies wherever you find them. Rome looks beautiful, and the way they've faithfully recreated its 16th century aesthetic definitely pays off. Even 10 years down the line, the game's visuals are still crisp, and the sweeping panoramic shots of Italy can and do take your breath away. Free running and puzzle solving also play a large part in the game, and you will often find yourself staring across vast chasms trying to figure out which is the right part of the wall to clamber up.
I'm stuck over here, but I can see a lever across the water.
Great. Ezio gets a bath with Caterina Sforza. I get a swim in a toilet.
I've got this one!
These are probably my least favourite parts of the game, but are a nice way to break up the more combat-heavy sections.
There's another lever up ahead. Come over here.
Brotherhood also added a few new mechanics that I really enjoyed. The ability to free parts of the city and then hire disgruntled citizens as fledgling assassins has to be my favourite new addition. Being able to customize them and then send them on missions to level up their abilities while I'm also stalking around the city was deeply satisfying. Speaking of the city, just like in Assassin's Creed 2, you can upgrade parts of the city once you've liberated them. I really enjoyed doing this as it gives you a visual sign that you're having an impact on the open world, plus it gives you a tidy revenue stream to help you with all that gear purchasing you'll be doing. It ain't a proper assassination unless you look good while using all those fancy gadgets and gizmos. Look, I could go on for ages about this game. It's a fun installment in the Assassin's Creed franchise history, and totally worth dusting off and having a playthrough, for the first or second time. That's it, we're done, end of the video. Thanks for sticking around this long. If you have, hello, welcome to the end of the video. I'm Wayward Sinny, nice to meet you. Thank you so much. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. That helps me so much. If you want to be updated whenever I release new content, you can just hit the subscribe button and then ding that little bell. Go for it, I dare ya. I have social media if you want to jump on my Twitter, just down here, and I have a Twitch channel, which is just here, which I stream on every Wednesday and Sunday at 7 PM Australian Western Standard Time. So feel free to pop on by, say hi, hang out, play some games. We'll see what sort of trouble we can get into. Besides that, hopefully I will see you next week for Sinny's Pile of Shame. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you next time. Salut!